The banks are bankrupt and they're getting bailed out right now in the repo market, while the middle class American, the working class fellow, is getting repoed of their property. What does that mean? That means that bankers are taking the working class Americans' properties while they're getting bailed out with the other hand by the Federal Reserve in the repo market. Now, I'm going to show you evidence that you don't get to see on TV, on the stream media, or any other one YouTuber channel, because I don't study charts. I don't look at the news. What I do is I have my ear on the heartbeat of the street, and this is a great example of what do I mean by having the heartbeat of the street, this video I'm about to show you. Now, please understand that this video I'm going to show you is a dramatic video of someone American that's going to lose their property, okay? And they're not even aware about it. Now, it is dark when I was videotaping this, so please bear in mind. And now, here we go. In this video, what we're going to witness is around 1 in the morning, the repo man comes and takes someone's car right off the street, okay? Again, right around 1 in the morning. By the time I went to get my camera, he had already hooked up to the borrower's car and was about to tow it away by the time I turned the camera on. Remember, it's 1 in the morning, it's very dark. But the craziest thing is that, I live in a nice part of town, and this is not the very first repo I see, literally. This is the third one that I'm seeing in less than a couple of months, I would say maybe 2 months. Which is very, 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 very high. Because if you watch my YouTube channel, you know that a couple of months ago I brought to you that 7 million Americans are behind on their car note. And that's why I am seeing on the streets the raise of car repos happening, as you can just saw in this video that I just showed to you. What's happening is someone was behind on their car payments. The repo guy came and repoed it. Boom, took it away. Now, this poor person, that when they show up in the morning, they're not gonna know what happened, and they're gonna have all this worry, anxiety. They're gonna call the police, think someone stole their car. They're gonna be in denial. Like, I parked my car here, it's not here anymore. They're going to look around different areas. They're going to have all these feelings, right? And then what do you think is going to happen? They're not going to be able to go to work, and they're going to have to pay Uber, what have you. And eventually, they're going to get behind on their house payments. Now, I don't want that for that to happen. But normally, people, if can't go to work, they can't make their house payments, and what have you. So if 7 million Americans are behind on their car payments, and that's one of the most important bills out there after your home, then what are you thinking is going to be happening in the real estate market when these 7 million people can't get to work or can't make their next biggest purchase, debt payment, which is a home now, okay? Because the very last thing is a car, and then your home. So what do you think is going to happen? Well, there's going to be a flood of, foreclosures hitting the market, okay? And that's just one dimensional, because the flood of foreclosures that are going to come in the market is multidimensional, from what's going on with uh, zombie companies that got the tax cuts. They bought their own stocks for them to go up in price so CEOs can get big bonuses and salaries. Well, these companies didn't invest in better products or better gadgets. What these companies did is manipulate their stocks so they can have a better payout for themselves. And when the times get hard, which is already happening thanks to tariffs, sanctions, the worldwide economy, and the Fed printing money, well, these zombie companies are going to let go of a lot of the workers, which is going to be another dimension of the foreclosures. Okay, so remember, the foreclosure is going to be multi-dimensional. It's not going to be like mortgage-backed securities, which were the cause of it. This time, I don't think it's going to be the cause. It's just going to be the side effect of when the things go wrong. It's going to be the side effect. And what does that mean? Well, like I talked about, people get behind on their car payments, can't make their mortgage. I talked about people losing their jobs. because of zombie company behavior, which is the side effect, which then they will eventually default on their mortgages or have to do short sales or loan modifications. Okay. So this time, the side effects of too much debt, corporation having debt, which means massive layoff, too much um, evaporation of homeowners' equities in the stock market when it crashes, or in real estate when people cannot sell their homes. Once these equities start evaporating, that's going to be another dimension of more foreclosures. Okay, there's another dimension of foreclosures that I talked about. Home builders, these home builders, if you've been watching me on my YouTube, you know that a lot of them that I've done videos about are, for every dollar they make, they got to almost 4.7 times they have to get into debt to that. So for every dollar they make, they had to get in debt $4 to round it up. That doesn't sound like a very profitable business. So when the home builders get squeezed, they got to pay their debts. They're going to be competing. They're going to be going belly up. More inventory is going to come. It's where I'm getting to. And average home owners that want to have equity, that want to sell, will not be able to. People that lost their jobs are going to want to try to sell the homes. People that lost their car and then lost their jobs are going to want to sell their homes. And we're going to have multiple dimensions. People that lost money in the stock market are going to want to sell their homes. And when everyone tries to sell their homes, what's going to do is increase inventory. And at this time, more than likely, the banks are not going to be lending, just like 2006. They're going to be contracting, okay? Because of this loose lending is why we're in this situation. So they're going to contract, and which is even going to, turn up the heat even more on the stew, in the sense that they've caused, or baking us into it, I should say. Anyways, guys, this is what's happening. People are losing their homes. People are losing their house. People are defaulting on credit cards, but no one ever documents that. But they do show you charts and stuff, and that's why I don't like to, I'll look at those, but I like to keep my ear on the heartbeats of the street. And today's video is a great example of, in a nice affluent area, people are getting their their cars repoed, like I said, 3 in the last 2 months. Okay. And I just documented one. You can see it left and right, and I'm sure it's happening in your city. It doesn't matter if you're in California, if you're in Kansas, you're in Oklahoma, you're in New York, or you're in South Idaho. It doesn't matter. And in some parts, people are losing their farms. 100-year-old farm. They worked their life on it. So it's crazy, and it's not being televised. But this is the tip of the iceberg, and there's, in my opinion, not financial advice. There's a lot more coming. Now, this is not a doom and gloom. There's a lot of opportunity to be made. If you're interested in real estate, because there's a great opportunity to be made in real estate, in my opinion, not financial advice. And if you like to learn about the business, and if you like to get my systems, then you should definitely check out the Unlimited Academy Access, where I give you all my best-selling courses, okay, things that I sell for thousands of dollars for just one low monthly fee of $97 a month, okay? So for $97 a month, you can get $33,000 worth of products for just $97 a month, guys. So you have access to that, okay? Products that teaches you how to clone yourself and have people in third world countries to work for you for 75 cents an hour. Okay, 75 cents an hour, guys. Unbelievable, right? Like, minimum wage here is, like, in some parts of the country, 12, 15 bucks, but you can get other people in third world countries to work for you for less than $1, okay, an hour. To, how to generate leads, how to find leads, how to fund your deals without using banks, how to structure the deals, how to talk to sellers, how to inspect the property, how to come up with the repair cost, how to fill out the paperwork. Everything you can imagine are in my academy. And right now, again, you get access to the Unlimited Academy, access to all my best-selling courses for just $97 a month. And on top of it, here's the bonus, guys. You also get one time a month coaching. So we meet it once a month, and then you can ask any kind of questions you have about the products, about offers or deals you're working with, and I'll be happy to answer those questions for you. So the academy, you'll get the courses and the monthly coaching, all for just $97 a month, guys. Unbelievable. No one else is doing it. And guess what? My stuff works because I created from scratch as a refugee to America. Never had a job, never borrowed money from a bank. I just closed my eyes and just created what my soul is wanted me to, and that's what I'm teaching you how to be. Be your dreams, man. Be your dreams. Start where you stand. Much love. Click the like button. Share this message. Support this channel by supporting yourself. And I'll see you in the academy. And by the way, if you're low on budget and you need a side hustle, check out the new flip. I'll show you how I invested $100 and made $697 in 4 days. Not only have I done it, most of my students have done it too. A lot of my students, I should say most, a lot of my students that bought the course have done it if they took action. So it's very, 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 very simple. It's like a franchise in a box. Normally I sell it for 500. Today you can get it for just $67, guys. It's called the New Flip. It's revolutionary. It's a game that teaches you about business, teaches about real estate with only needing $100 capital to risk. Okay, I say risk because you can lose your $100 or you could 7x, 5x, 4x, 3x your money, which means like you put $100 in and you make 3x. That's 300. You get out, or you put $100 in, you make 7x. That means that you make $700 out. Uh, and I don't know anywhere else, not Bitcoin, not gold, not real estate, that I can get those kind of returns at such a fast velocity. It's a game that I created called the New Flip. It's revolutionary. It teaches you about entrepreneurship without getting into debt. There's no debt required. All you need is $100 to learn the business of any business, but more importantly, learn the business of real estate investing. If you want to be a wholesaler, you want to find deals at 60 cents on a dollar. If you want to buy houses, owner financing, then you definitely need the New Flip, guys. All right. Much love. Don't take no for an answer. I'll see you later.